Hi, welcome to my studio. Today I'm going to be showing you guys acrylic pouring with the dirty cup pour technique. So let's get started. I'll show you the supplies that you're going to need. I'm using the DecoArt pouring medium. For my black, I am using Artist Loft. I'm also using DecoArt Americana Decor Matte Metallics in Sapphire Blue, as well as Emerald Green. And then the regular American Decor Metallics in Old Gold. Look at these colors. Oh my gosh, you guys, wait till you see these. They're so beautiful. I love these metallics. And then also the Americana Decor Metallic Copper. Then also for my regular paints that are not metallic and just regular acrylics, I'm using the DecoArt Americana Premium in Cobalt Teal Hue, Dioxazine Purple, Yellow Green Light, Quinacridone Violet. I also have a torch. The torch is to help you pop bubbles that can come to the surface, as well as creating more cells or lacing. And that's the circles that you're trying to achieve in the pouring. At least I am. For silicone, I'm using Essential Values Treadmill Belt Lubricant. So I think it's like literally for a treadmill. But there's lots of different kinds of silicone you can use. There's also lots of different kinds of recipes for acrylic pouring, including the dirty cup pour. You can always do things more than one way. You're also going to need some stir sticks, some plastic cups, a little hammer, some little pinchers, because sometimes you'll see like dry paint in your pour, and so then you just want to pick that out while your pour is wet. You'll need some push pins and a little sanding disc. So let's get started. The first thing you want to do is just feel your canvas and then give it a light sand. Let me just set you guys up a little bit here. There we go. The canvases aren't that rough when you buy them, but I like to give them a light sand. This is just like a fine grit sandpaper, but it's in an oval. Then what you're going to want to do, I'll just show you on this one here, is you want to take some push pins. If you look in the corner of your canvas, there's a mitered corner, so there's a part here where the wood comes together. So you want to put the push pin to either side of that. Don't put it right in where the wood split, because we don't want to split it anymore. And I just used a little hammer to help me pop my push pins in. You want them nice and secure so they're not coming out, and you also want them so that they're not going all the way down to touching the canvas. That way your paint can roll off the bottom and your canvas will not stick to your push pin. So let's get our paints mixed up. You're going to mix equal parts of the DecoArt pouring medium with your paint color, and I've already done that with my colors here. And the consistency you're looking for is that it's rolling towards you nicely. And when you pick it up on the stick and let it pour off the stick, when you look inside and see the mound that's formed, you just want that mound to disappear quickly. You want to see a little bit of a mound. You don't want it to have like no mound, and it's probably a little bit too runny, but you want to see that mound disappear quickly. So now we can make up our dirty cup. So what that means is you're going to take another empty cup, and I'll just throw out there, by the way, for your colors, you're putting one color per cup when you're mixing it up with the DecoArt medium. Oh, before we make our dirty cup, we'll add the silicone to our black. So I put it in the color that I want to become the lacing. So for instance, I'll put it in the black, and so the black is what's going to open up and let the other colors come through it. For the amount of paint I have in here, I'm going to do 3 drops. Now you don't have to put this in. I just like to get a lot of cells, so that's why I pop that in there. And then we'll give that a little stir. Good to go. So I'm going to take an empty cup And now we're going to create our dirty cup. So that means we're going to layer our colors in this cup. And this is the cup we're going to flip over onto this canvas. So I like to start with either black or white. I'm filling it up about ½ inch. Then I want to think of contrasting colors. So what color would look nice against the black? Oh yeah, how about the gold? Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So if I want to have a larger section of the gold, then I just put more gold in. That should do nicely. Then beside the gold, oh yeah, turquoise. Let's put some turquoise. Or it's called teal, I think, but so pretty. Then let's put some purple. So if you come to one of my classes, we'll get into even more detail and take our time a bit more. Back when things open up again. Here's the copper. Look how it's so pretty and shiny. These metallics are just gorgeous. Look, even in the cup, it's already looking so pretty already. Now let's put some pink. So I'm basically ending up, I'm alternating, I guess, metallic with the color. Don't worry if you get paint on your canvas, it's going to get covered up anyway. Now against that pink, let's put some metallic blue. This is more paint than I really need for this size canvas. This is a 10 by 10, but who can resist? And let's get, oh, I did the purple already. So we'll get some green against the blue. I'm also thinking of colors that if they mix in the cup, when I layer them on top of each other, if they mix together, they'll be fine. So I wouldn't want to do purple and yellow. That'll give you kind of a brown. Red and green against each other will give you brown. But you see, your blue and green will just give me a nicer green. So again, you don't have to have it that full, but we'll take more time when you're here in person. So then I'm going to flip that over. Oh yes, protective gloves. Good to have. Because it gets messy. And I just want to give it a second here to drain down. You may have noticed I'm on, this is a garbage bag. And underneath I've got it taped to a beer flat that I've opened up flat. It's nice because this extra pour from another class that I did, that will just peel off, and people call that skins, and you can use that and put it into jewelry or on different surfaces you can decoupage it on. So you can reuse all this extra paint that you'll see off the sides. So I don't mind having extra paint going on my canvas because I can peel it off of here and get some cool designs for another time. All right, let's do this. So I want to have a little stir stick handy. Oh my gosh. That looks so pretty. And I'm going to take some of this stuff and I'm just going to fill my corners in because you've got like little folds in the corners from them making the canvas. So I just like to get it all in there. Just like put it on thick in there. I'm also watching that I'm not losing too much off the sides in case my surface is uneven or the push pins are a bit uneven. Now for my favorite part. So I'm torching at this point to help pop some of the bubbles that may have arisen. And I'm just lifting it up from the back so that I don't lose too much off the back there. It's nice to give it a few, like I would say if you could, wait like a minute or two at this stage so then more cells can form. But I need a larger memory card on my tablet, so we're just going to go for it. So as I'm rolling it off, I also want to keep in mind that I don't want to leave too much paint on the surface. If it's too thick, then as it dries, it can separate. But if you do get a design that you really like, and you feel it's too thick, you can always tent your canvas. So by that I mean I could cover this with another box so that it keeps the air out of it. And then because I've got a lot of the pink down there, we'll stretch out this other side. I just love the way it covers the sides too. So that color in the middle, that's the copper. And this is the lacing I'm talking about. Now there's a bunch of little cells in there that are starting to pop through in the turquoise. I'm just going to take off my gloves here, and then we're going to give it another torch and see if we can get some more cells happening. So these big cells, that's fantastic. Now let's see if we can get some more of these little guys. The way it looks today too, it could keep changing overnight. As it starts to dry. Now I dripped a little bit of paint over here, so I'm just going to roll off some more, roll that off the edge. Oh, that metallic, this metallic is so pretty. And the cool thing with the pouring is you never know what you're going to get, because look at all the colors I put in, and yet I don't see too much green coming through. I just love it. It's just so random. It's just whatever the universe wants to give you. Nice. So I'll take some still shots and add it in the comment section underneath this video. But how about let's do another one. So I'll set that guy aside. And I'm just going to pop on some new gloves. And then we'll make another dirty cut. So I'm not too sure how much memory I have in my tablet, so I'm just going to keep going. And we'll see how many pours I can knock out. I've got one more canvas pretty behind me. Even in the cups they look so pretty. It's all the metallic. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Okay, so let's start with black again. And then let's do this gold. And then let's do the turquoise. So I'm going to put a fair amount of turquoise in just so I can get a bigger area of turquoise, a larger area of it. Turquoise and purple, you can't go wrong there. I just love these peacock colors. You know, like the greens and or turquoise and green and purple. Let's go with a little more of that gold. So this level is about all I need for this size of a canvas. So let's go with that. I can't get enough of acrylic pouring. It is so fun, you guys. So when we're through this COVID business and we're back to being able to paint together again, I'd love to have you over. I also do private classes and larger group classes. So we'll give that a second to come on down. Bam, bam, bam. All right, let's see. Love it. That's all metallic there. It probably looks orange on the camera, but it's that beautiful gold metallic by DecoArt. I really like the DecoArt paints. They're a good price point, and they have a huge selection, and they have a bunch of different lines of paint. You should check them out on their website. They're also on Instagram. They've got a Facebook page. Pick some of this up. You can even drag it out of here. Okay, let's give it a torch. Again, if you have the time, it's good to let it sit here for a minute or two. Also good to watch your clothing, so it's not going to go in there. You can take your time too. You don't have to go as fast as I'm going here, rolling it off. I don't worry so much about the design that's being left behind. I just let whatever the universe wants to give me. Holy moly. That I love. Wow. It's like a Milky Way or like the universe. And it's like layers on layers of the cells. Wow. I can't wait for you guys to see the still shots of this. Yeah, let's give her a torch. The nice thing too, if you mix up a bunch of colors and then you use them all on like a variety of, like a few different canvases, then you have like a nice set you can hang on the wall. Oh my goodness, I love it. Hey, let's see if we can knock out one more. In the summertime too, we have the outdoor studio, so you can do larger canvases then. Get some new gloves. The acrylics are water-based too, in case that they're new to you. Acrylics are water-based, so they clean up with water, so you can clean yourself up pretty easily. They'll wash out of your clothes pretty easily too if you wash them right away. I usually just wear painting clothes though. Why don't we start with a different base instead of black? Oh, let's do the turquoise. We'll just use this cup. Okay, and then let's put some metallic in. Put that copper. Ooh la la. Then let's do some pink. So pretty. These premium DecoArt paints, they're very rich, like the pigments. Very nice. And this is the metallic blue. Yeah, let's do it. There's metallic green. And then I'm just going to put a little pinch of green on top. So this is just a straight green, not metallic. All right, let's see what we get. Just give it a second there. Interesting. Very blue. So just filling in my folds. I keep an eye on these guys as they're drying too, in case some of the paint comes, like it separates in the folds. Okay, let's give it a torch. So again, the torch is to pop any bubbles and also to help create the cells. You know what's fun about wearing painting clothes too is you can just wipe your hands on your clothes. Love it. Now I really like this side, so I'm going to go the opposite way and see if I can keep that side more. That's all copper in there. Let's go the opposite corner. That's a nice little line of pink there. Oh my gosh, that's all copper. Very interesting. This looks like lizard skin or something up here. Now in this one I didn't use the black, and the black's the one that had the silicone. So this one is just all done by the DecoArt pouring medium. You don't need to add silicone. I just like to fool around and try different things. So all these cells are created just by the DecoArt pouring medium. Fantastic DecoArt. Now let's give them a torch, see what happens. Nice, so I got some little green ones coming up. And again, over like the next half an hour or hour, there'll probably be more coming up. Well, there you have it, guys. Thanks for joining me. And I hope to see you again soon. Yay, painting!